was petrified. It was the
Yeah.
scariest thing I've ever seen. It was like it was an outline of a person, and it went past my room, stopped, come in there. I can remember it so clear, even though it was so long ago. Come my room and then went back out, and I'll never forget. I just put the quilt over my head, and then just laid there all night. And then I used to sleep with a little torch and have the torch on under my cover. I never used to have my cover out of me. Even to this day, I can't have my feet out the back of out the end of my cover.
Did they ever take you from your bed then?
No, what happened was, is after that time, I didn't say anything, but I could feel the presence of something chasing me up the stairs all the time now in my house.
Yeah.
My toilet was downstairs. So I used to go downstairs to have a wee and then I'd have to sprint back up. It was horrendous. And my computer was in my bedroom and it had its back to his door. And I remember when MSN started popping, I'd be on MSN and I could feel things moving behind me. And it was just like,
Yeah, because they hang around like hallways and
Yeah.
walkways because it's universal areas. Like,
so I started seeing them from the age of 6. So then I told my mum, and my mum was like, "Oh, no worries." She didn't tell me it weren't real. She took me to a spiritualist church, which would be a load of older people going there, and there'd be a guy on the stage, and he'd be giving readings out. And I'll never forget me walking in there at 6, and then him turning around and going, "Whoa, well, you're gifted." And I was like, like a little blonde kid sitting there, just basically Brody at his size, just a little bit taller. And him saying, which is a bit wrong actually, I can't believe he actually said this to me. Like 6 or 7, him saying, "You're psychic, you've got it all, stay away from the good term girls, you're going to be a womanizer, and stop changing your trainers every single day, you don't need that many pairs."
oh my God,
And that was at 6.
that's amazing.
6, that was at 6.
Yeah.
And until I was 14, I only had one pair of trainers. I had one pair for school, which was like black kickers, and I have one pair of trainers, which was they was my trainers, and I was obsessed with cleaning them to make sure they were spotless. So even at 14, I still hadn't had a lot of pairs of trainers. So this geezer was 10 years in advance. He told me 10 years advance of who I was going to be. He said, "You're going to be obsessed with trainers. You don't need that many pairs of trainers. Your granddad's telling you don't need that many pairs of trainers. And stay away from the good time girls."
Good advice.
I'm not admitting that part of it, but I admit the trainer part of it. So from that time in my life, I had been told my future. So then I had sort of knew it was true. And then I used to go quite a lot and he would tell me a lot of stuff. But one of them, which was mad, was my uncle's in a band called Madness. Have you heard of Madness?
Yeah.
So my uncle's in Madness and we was backstage at a Madness concert when I think I was about 14, 15. And there was a psychic walking around giving readings. She comes up to me and my brother and she was like, "Wow, you are so wealthy." I'm thinking, wealthy? What are you talking about? I've got about a £5 and a Kinder Bueno in my pocket. I was like, "What's wealthy? What are you talking about?"
You're wealthy.
She was like, "You are worldwide going to be established multi-millionaire." And at the time, I'm like 14, probably just had my first beer. And I'm like trying to be a bit cool. I'm like, "Oh, whatever, this fucking lunatic witch over here." And things like that just started working for me. And things that I'd be getting told started coming true. So, because that was so early in my life, that's where I developed that personality of like, I can have whatever I want because I'm destined for it.
Yeah.
And I knew I was special. I knew I was special from the age of 6.
Yeah.
I always knew it. I knew I was different to anyone around me.
And did it not because when I had it, so I was similar to you, I wouldn't let my feet out the bed. And I'd be listening to, because I'm a lot older than you, I'd listen to Kylie and Jason Donovan, and I'd have them all in my headphones in my ears and be singing and doing anything to kind of drown it out.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I'd listen to rave music to go to sleep, so they'd stop talking to me or stop appearing.
Yeah.
So it'd just distract you. So music saved me, but I was so scared, and I still have to go back now because I believe all the lives you're living at the same time. So I go back and I try and talk to myself and say, you're going to be okay. Be worth all the pain. You'll be safe. But did you feel that fear?
I'm still scared now.
Really?
A little bit.
With
yeah.
everything you know?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not scared, but uncomfortable, breathing down my throat. So there's something in my bedroom that watches me every night.
And have you asked the person?
I tell him to fuck off constantly. He's doing my nutting at the minute. But I don't like sleeping by myself.
Yeah.
And I don't like the dark either. I'm scared of the dark. Which is mad, isn't it? Considering the life I've lived and the things I've seen is mad. I'm scared of the dark and sleeping in
Yeah.
the dark. I don't like hotel rooms,
Same.
and I have to have the blinds up and the window open in my room so I could feel a bit of like
The light.
nighttime and the light coming from wherever it is. And I have to sleep facing the spirit, not away from it, because I can feel it breathing down my neck.
Yeah.
So I have to sometimes sleep with a pillow over my head. If it's just me in the bed, because I go to bed so early, I'd go to sleep, and if I'm facing that way, if I've eaten late, because you've got acid on one side of your belly, which burns your food away. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And that's why you start feeling like thingy. So sometimes I have to like lay a certain way, and if I do, I have to cover myself over and put a pillow over my head because there's something breathing down my neck.